Hello?
There's a lot of buzzing.
Welcome back to Williams Gymnasium, folks. Today we have a matchup between the Bellingham Bayhawks and the Seattle Seahawks. So I'm Parker Mong, and this is Sawyer Nichols. Should be a really fun one. The introductions are happening right now as we speak behind us. Sawyer, what do you think needs to happen for both teams to win tonight?
Well, right now we are in the second round of districts with both teams having lost in the first, so that means that this is a really important game because loser gets knocked out of the tournament. I think both teams have a good chance, and if they stay calm and confident and try and stay consistent, don't really flow with the game and have lots of long low and high spots, we'll see. It'll be a close match, I hope.
Definitely a very exciting game. Some names to mention. Kendall Flynn on the Anacortes Seahawks is definitely a big name. Definitely be looking out for her. I'm sure her name will be called a lot tonight. And on the other side, Chase Flick Williams of the Bellingham Bayhawks. We actually, the Anacortes Seahawks played the Bellingham Bayhawks earlier in the season. The Seahawks walked away with a 3-0 victory in sets. So, but we saw some very good play from Flick Williams herself. So definitely be looking for those two names to be called out. The Seahawks did a very good job of playing their game as well as their serving. Their serving in that game, multiple aces from the Seahawks, which was really good to see. So I think if I'm Bellingham, definitely put emphasis on receiving the serve well, because that's what starts the rally. That's what starts the game. So, that's definitely something to look out for.
For sure. The Seahawks put a large emphasis on consistent serves. If I'm not mistaken, I think Coach Schwab said the goal was 96% success. So if they can get that, that's only maybe one mistake per set. That could really help them glide towards a victory.
Yeah, this should definitely be a really close game. The Seahawks are ranked number 35 in RPI right now, and the Bellingham Bayhawks are ranked number 39 in RPI in the state for 2A. So both teams are really close. I know the outcome was a sweep for the Seahawks side in the previous match that they played with each other, but definitely be looking for a closer game tonight, as both teams, this is the time to peak. Is right now. You want to be playing your best volleyball right now. The Seahawks finished 6-13 overall. The Bayhawks finished 5-7. So Bayhawks have played less games than the Seahawks, but I don't think that really matters. I think both teams are going to be playing really great tonight, so that should be really fun to watch.
Yeah. Just get ready for a great game.
Yeah. Okay, now that the national anthem has been underway, this game is ready to start. As both teams really excited, as districts only happens one time a year, so
a great aspect about volleyball is the teamwork and camaraderie is really at work. You can see all teams are always exciting and cheering each other up, even when they come out of timeouts, they may be down, but you rarely see negative emotions on the court here.
Yeah, as Sir was kind of saying, both teams last time they played, the intensity and just the energy from both teams is just so good for both teams. Should be very, very exciting. As you know, it's not very often the Seahawks get to hold a home district volleyball game, so definitely really exciting stuff. The Seahawks now gathering in their circle. The last words of motivation from Coach Swap. Bayhawks already on the court.
Today will be a best out of 5 sets game. Sets will be played to 25 points. And if there reaches a 5th set, that set will be played to 15.
Just Seahawks kind of, you know, getting in their huddle. The officials doing, you know, one last checks and all that, and this game is just about to be started here.
Seahawks get first serve. We have Pearl McFadden, the Anacorta setter, going back to serve, hoping to start off a great match.
Also like to mention libero Reese Ilston in for this first rally.
McFadden with the serve, goes deep, good pass, sets a slide, blocked out, Bayhawks point.
McDonald with the kill.
McDonald, great kill there. Definitely, we definitely remember her from last time too. She was a force to be reckoned with up front.
Serves in, it's short, Ilston gets it up, close set, and it's Seahawks point. Net touch on the setter.
Net violation, point to Bellingham.
The receive was a little bit tight, but sometimes it happens, especially when you're forced in, like on that serve. Serve to the same spot. Seahawks are out of system. Ilston gets it over. Bayhawks set to the outside, and it's just long.
Knudsen just put a little bit too much power on that ball as it just sails out of bounds. You know, it's early in the game. They might not just be as dialed in as, you know, it takes a couple reps of game reps to really get into it. So
Tatum Swat with the serve. Goes deep to the corner.
McDonald just kind of dumps it over.
Kendall Flynn with a good swing. Looks like it's safe from going out. It's a free ball for the Seahawks, and it's out. Good point there. Each team scrambling, not able to set up their offense, but finding what they could do and using their best option.
Yeah, Coach Swap talking over to Tatum Swap there, just giving her some words of information there. Let's see if she uses it.
Serve straight to the libero. It's a good receive. Sets the middle off net, but McFadden does a great job of recovering. Flynn sends it over. Receive wasn't really to anyone there. Bayhawks did a great job of doing all they could to get to the ball, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, really great effort by Revere there, is really just putting her body on the line, diving for that ball. You know, every point matters in these sets, so.
Tatum serving in the same spot. I wonder if the Seahawks have a strategy there. Good up by Reese Ilston, giving everyone time to play. Sets the middle again. Seems like a common strategy of the Bayhawks. 11, McDonald is really a force.
Good power on that hit as McDonald sends it over to McFadden. She just couldn't get it there, but really great.
Number 8, Knudsen with the serve. Goes straight to Tatum Swap. Great pass. Sets the middle to Kendall Flynn. Bayhawks couldn't quite get it up.
With the kill.
So we're going to go to replay to see that one. Yeah, just Knutson was just a little bit, Knutson was just a little bit late to that ball, so.
Coming in to serve for the Seahawks is number 14, Sammy Baker. He's a great serve, really consistent. Seahawks like to put her in. That's a great cut shot. Sometimes you don't need power. Precision is always the best. Seahawks get a free ball. Set the opposite. Seahawks with a great block there. Regan Hunt to the stop.
Yeah, really great block by Regan Hunt.
Last point again. Good hit by the Seahawks. Seahawks did their best. Sammy with the serve. He received by the libero, but a little out of system. And there we see it again. Just good placement. It's not the hardest hit, but does the job. Gets the Bayhawks the point. Now number 11, McDonald serving.
Score is actually 5-4. Seahawks are in the lead.
Good serve there, forcing Kendall to make an uncomfortable receive. Haney with a good hit. Bayhawks go pipe, get a good hit over, but McFadden with a great dig. Ilston sends a chance ball. Let's see if the Bayhawks can use this. And again, McDonald with a great hit.
Really great placement by McDonald on that ball is.
Good effort for McFadden too. You can see her diving there. Did all she could to get the ball, but sometimes it's out of reach. Deep serve. Flynn had to make a hard choice there, whether it was going in or not. Straight to the hands of the Bayhawk blocker. Couldn't quite get it back over the net.
That ball couldn't have been placed better, Sawyer. Just a really great hit there from Flynn as she just, just hardly got it over the net as now she's up to serve.
Flynn, a great server. Puts no spin on that ball, which makes it hard to predict. Good block by Hunt and Carr. Goes over. Both teams are scrambling. Sets the middle, and it's just long. Bayhawks weren't quite ready to set up. Couldn't get her approach. Ball was forced out.
Good call by the Seahawks bench there. We could hear it from there, them calling it out. So good call by the Seahawks bench there as well.
Flynn to serve again. Just short. It's really hard to find that margin between getting the ball in and too short or too long. You got to be aggressive or you're just giving the ball over too. So service errors are inevitable. Just do our best to minimize them. Ellis to serve. Short. Out of system. Ilston from the back row. Well, set was too tight there. Bayhawk outside did a great job of doing all she could with the ball, but wasn't in the cards for that one.
Yeah, Flick Williams, that ball, the spike is only as good as the set, and that was just, kind of too close to the net for Williams to really do anything with it. Seahawks had a really good job of preparing for that, though, too.
Jenna Baker with a serve. Good receive this time. Sets up, and that's a great hit. And everything falls into place.
Wow.
Great things happen.
Checking for Bellingham. Number 8, Jaden Knudsen.
Williams just has so much power, and just her ability to get up and get to those balls just really
vertical
great.
Jump there on the hit. Serve short into the corner. Tatum Swap was forced to dive on that receive, and it was pushed just out, maybe 8 inches long.
Yeah, really great effort by Swap there.
Sets up, Swap with the hit. Great receive by the Bayhawks. Pushes to the middle. Delayed spike there. It was a really high set for a middle shot. Seahawks weren't quite ready for it.
This is the
Number 1, Williams on the Bayhawks. It's been serving cross court every time. Does it again there, but this time it's a little shorter. Ilston with the pickup. Bayhawks get to set up again from the back row. Williams with a hit, but it's shut down by Hunt. It's a great swing. From the back row, it's hard to get the ball over the block sometimes as you lose angle with more distance.
Really great effort by number 3, Molly Owens there as Seahawks just kind of punch it back over.
Check your boxes. Make sure everything's plugged in.
So everything is really great effort there. Ilson to Flynn. Flynn gets it over to Hunt, I believe, or excuse me, Anthony. Seahawks Bayhawks free ball it over. Swap, dishes it over. Good save by Ellis. Wow, what a rally we have going here. Carr gets over, touches the net. Net violation, Bayhawks point.
Can you guys hear us? All right.
Great
Back
effort.
from some minor technical difficulties there. Hopefully, our presentation is great, audio clarity, do the best we can. Serve from number 13 on the Bayhawks, and it's low. She definitely went for an aggressive serve there, hoping to get free ball from the Seahawks. Doesn't always work out.
Checking for the Seahawks and serving is number 6, Pearl McFadden.
Back again to serve, Pearl McFadden. Seahawks has gone through a whole rotation. Good serve there, right down in the middle. Forced a hard receive. Set there was a little bit fast. Seemed as if McDonald on the Bayhawks wasn't quite ready for that one. Maybe some miscommunications on whether it was a 1 or a 3 ball. Just a minor error.
So now there's some confusion between.
Ref signaled as if it was Bayhawks point. Ball was given over. Neither of us saw the call, so we don't know what they're talking about. But Coach Schwab is not happy with it.
In the replay that we just saw, McDonald hit the ball under the net pretty clearly, which tied the game up at 11-11. They gave the ball over to the Bayhawks. It is confirmed to be Bayhawks ball by the refs. As now we have some substitutions here. Number 2, Catherine Chen, and number 5, Misha Revere now checking in. Here's another angle of that.
Looks as if it might have been a net touch on Flynn.
Yeah, a net violation possibly.
Revere going back to serve for the Bayhawks.
So now the
Seahawks are
score.
doing what they can with what they have. Not really sure what happened there, but we got to move on. Good receive by Ilson there. All 3 hits are open. 2 touch on McFadden. Setting's not easy. Often happens where ball will be just missed hit. Unfortunately.
Definitely a little bit of a momentum swing is now the Bayhawks up 13-10 when it was originally 11-11 based on that
Good deep
call.
serve again. Seahawks are out of system, but Flynn with a great hit there. Hit the hands of the block, but they couldn't quite put it back. Went out. No Bayhawk there to cover.
Great placement by Seahawks.
For the Seahawks, number 1, Tatum Swap.
Tatum swap, back to serve.
Nia Haney just checked in as well. Like to add that.
Powerful serve there, but great receive. Down the middle to McDonald, and it's in. That was on the line. A good hit there over the back row of the Seahawks. Weren't able to get up and get there.
Now serving for Bellingham is number 8,
Newton back to serve again. Good serve to the corner. McFadden gets a setup to Flynn. Bayhawk Libero does a great job of getting it up, but the Seahawks have a free ball. It's up, set to the outside, Kendall Flynn. Again, Owens on the Bayhawks gets the ball back in play. Sometimes that's the best you can do. Down the middle to Anthony. Shoves it short, does a great job there. Making the smart play, not the powerful play, into the hands of the Bayhawks and down onto their court.
Now serving for the Seahawks. Number 1, Tatum Swap.
Score is Seahawks 12, Bayhawks 14.
Again, Owens with a great receive, allowing the Bayhawks to set up an attack. When the receive is good, the set can be sent to all locations, and it's hard for the Seahawks blockers to be ready to stop 3 different hitters. It allows opportunities to come and obviously more precise actions from the team.
Yeah, timeout for the Seahawks. Obviously, you know, down a couple points as they trail 12 to 15. So definitely need to make some adjustments. Both teams playing really, really good tonight. This is definitely going to be a battle. I could definitely see this going to 5 sets. As you see our student section up over there. Pretty good turnout. It's good to see students supporting other students. So now we're getting back into this one.
Emotions are running high on the Seahawks. See everybody doing their best job to support each other. Obviously all passionate about this game. Want to win. It's hard when you're behind. Ref calls the serve. Go back. The down judge is having a conversation with the scoring table, it seems like, clearing some issues up before we start play again.
Yeah, a lot of stopped play already in this game between both teams. As they're still communicating, trying to figure some things out.
Point Seahawks.
Now serving is number 11, McDonald.
Gonna be honest with you here, not sure what that call was. The ref made a swirling motion with his finger, so to any of you at home that know volleyball better than us, there you go. Down judge is talking with the Bayhawks coach, trying to explain the situation. Kendall Flynn goes back to serve for the Seahawks. Subbing out Regan Hunt is Reese Ilston, going in to play back row.
Bayhawks seem pretty confused about what's happening as the judge is trying to explain everything. Yeah, unfortunately we cannot hear in on these conversations, so we really do not have any idea what's going on right now, but Seahawks were awarded a point, so now the score is 13 to 15. And so Bayhawks still talking to...
You can hear a Bayhawk fan talking about making sure they're in the right rotation. It's possible that there was a violation on the Bayhawks for being in the wrong formation.
Now Williams, McDonald, and Flynn are over talking to the main judge, trying to figure this one out.
Volleyball has really complex rotating because everybody plays one spot, but they're also forced to move. So there's some specific rules about how you have to set up so you start in the correct position, but afterwards you can kind of move around. Sometimes that gets confused, as we may be seeing here.
Yeah, and this should be interesting to see how the momentum changes here. If the Seahawks start going on a run, you know, Bayhawks can sort of blame this one on the fact that they were kind of held up from, as they sort of seem to have the momentum. Yeah. But now all play has been stopped momentarily until they figure out.
Captains are sent back by the judge.
Flynn seems to be, Flynn and McDonald seems to be telling their coaches what happened. Seahawks still seem to have possession. Oh, excuse me. I spoke too soon. Bayhawks now have serve. Score has been changed for 12 to 15.
It's going to be a reserve.
McDonald is back to serve.
I believe they just called it a reserve, so nothing, no foul against anyone. Seahawks now talking about how they want to serve receive here. Man, I did not think that volleyball could be this complex, but it really is in these past 5 minutes of what has been happening.
Seahawks made some substitutions after the first call was made, trying to reset that and make sure they have the right players in.
Yeah, Seahawks right now have Hunt, McFadden, Haney, Ilson, Swap, and Flynn. The Bayhawks have McDonald, Van Leeuwen, Revere, Williams, Chen, and can't see.
Again on this break, down judge is talking to the setters. One thing that we saw was Pearl McFadden give a signal to Regan Hunt, so we might watch out for a play between those two.
And the last one on the Lockhart, Mary Lockhart on the Bayhawks side of the floor.
Play returns, there it is. Pearl connects with Hunt. It's a great hit down the middle. Little delayed, timing might have been off there, but did a great job of salvaging it, getting the point with what they had.
Now the Seahawks have a really good opportunity to shift the momentum to their side.
Great float serve deep. Setters forced to hit low. Just out. Good hit by Flick Williams. That was a close call.
Oh, wow, that one looked really close on the monitor there. Yeah, really close call there. Felt like that could have gone either way.
Perspective. Judges right on the line. Take their word for it.
Wow, Williams.
Great job salvaging the play there. Set was extremely wide outside the antenna. Receive to the middle. Push deep. Ilson with a good up. Flynn with a set. Card deep. Revere was not able to quite get her body in front of that one. Got the touch. Couldn't redirect it to where they needed it.
Now the score is tied 15-15. So
Flynn to serve again. Great job there. She does what might be known as a knuckleball in other sports on her serve. You might be able to see in the air, it kind of wiggles around, makes it extremely hard to predict where to receive. It can often lead to the ball connecting on odd spots with the platform, going in strange directions.
Yeah, Bayhawks. We're going to take a quick commercial break as this is a full timeout. We'll see you in about 40 seconds.
The Rockfish Grill is a Northwest favorite, serving fresh local seafood, tasty wood-fired pizzas, and a large selection of signature sandwiches and burgers. They proudly pour 16 draft handles of Anacortes beer made right next door at the Anacortes Brewery. Family-friendly, live music every week, there's something for everybody at the Rockfish Grill. For more info, visit them on Facebook or at AnacortesRockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill and Anacortes Brewery on the corner of 4th and Commercial in beautiful downtown Anacortes.
Hey, I need a hot and ready pizza. I'm racing against the clock. Thanks.
Where are you? Walk in and walk out at Little Caesars with hot and ready slices and steaks from 4 to 8 p.m. Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back to Williams Gymnasium. Seahawks just scored another point there right at the end of that final commercial.
Flynn had another good serve. Bayhawks weren't able to make a good attack back on the ball. Ooh. Just long. Good serve.
Lots of power there.
Seahawks are up by 1 point. Bellingham making substitutions.
Number 4, Emily Anderson. Number 10, Avery Ellis. In
Ellis
the game.
is also going back to serve.
Yeah, Ellis appears to be subbed in whenever they need someone to serve.
Good up by Ilston. Sets to the middle to Hunt. Great job there, just catching the high hands of the block. Rolls over short. Bayhawks weren't quite able to cover that ball.
Really great placement from Hunt as she kind of just set it over the net and just fell right into the middle of the court, right where nobody was. You know, those are kind of the toughest balls because there's a lot of communication that goes along with that.
Jenna Baker with the serve. Good receive. Bayhawks connect. Ilsen gets the ball in play. Swap forced to go wide and hit a soft shot to make sure it goes through the antenna. Free ball sent over. Seahawks call it out, and it is out. Anacortes point. They're up 3 here, closing in on the end of this first set.
Good call by the bench there as that
hold on to their momentum.
Was very close.
Good receive from the Bayhawks libero. Set back. That's a powerful hit there. She does a great job of using her body and putting everything she has into the ball. Set might have been a little low.
So much power and athleticism from Williams.
Baker with a great serve there. Lots of spin, dive down on the receive. Out of system set to the back row. Flynn does a great job of putting that ball on the ground without any run-up, without knowing it was going to her maybe.
Van Leeuwen just couldn't get to it. Big momentum shift here, as I kind of said, might possibly happen. Score is 21-16.
See there, the Bayhawks did their best to get the ball off the ground, but weren't quite able to do it. Seahawks are leading by 5.
Yeah,
21 points.
This first set for the Bayhawks, sort of a make or break thing. You want to have that momentum going into the next set. Being up 1 is so much better than being down 1, and so they got to continue to fight to hopefully turn this one around for them.
Seems like ever after that confusion with the call, the Bayhawks' momentum has maybe shifted a little bit. See if they can pick it up, maybe try and climb their way back up. Jenna Baker back to serve. Deep serve to the seam. That's an incredible set. Low set all the way across behind her. Perfect spot. Gets it up. Aggressive hit. Sent over. Just out. Bayhawks tried to cover after that block by the Seahawks. Were able to get it off the ground, but went long there.
Swap does a good job of reading that ball,
Baker with the serve again to the same spot. Does a great job of targeting that. Good hit there. Force it back in. Underhand set. Flick Williams with a great joust there, putting it on Seahawks court.
They keep just getting it to her and every single
time.
Short
ball up. Tatum swap with the foot save. Dinked over. Ilston with the set.
Great rally. Owens just...
That's incredible. Great point by each team. In the end, Anacortes was just able to set up their offense for one of the first times at that point. Able to connect on that ball. Send it high so the back row couldn't quite get there to receive it. Baker with a serve again to that left side of the court. High roll shot there. Maybe being a little cautious. Flynn again, hitting from the pipe. Sets up to the outside. Great swing there.
Williams with the kill.
After the hit, she goes back to serve.
Now serving.
See if she can keep that same energy going into this ball. Good serve there, dropped right in front of Ilston.
Yeah, Williams with the ace, really great serve there, great placement. You can just definitely tell that she's a very sound volleyball player. Fundamentally sound.
Again, serve to Ilston. Set to the middle. Ilston covers, sends it to Tatum. And it's deep in the back corner. Seahawks are just 1 point away from taking this set.
With the kill.
Good hit there where no one was. Potentially serving and close out the set. Reese Ilston. Good hit deep. Sieves up, goes to the outside. Just wasn't able to connect with that ball. Set seemed a little behind her.
Bellingham 18.
Timing is obviously one of the hardest things in this game, making sure you're ready and on the same page with everyone else, especially when you don't know exactly what's coming.
Yeah, that's it for the first set. Seahawks did a very good job of, placing the ball well. Obviously, I'm not a coach, but what I noticed, okay, we're going to go to commercial, then me and Sawyer can give some thoughts on first set.
The Action Club is a club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, the club holds an e-recycling event at the Frontier Building Supply at 1911 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes. You can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, and televisions. The money collected from the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Williams Gymnasium. We're going to recap first set. Seahawks, pretty good job serving the ball. Actually, both teams did a pretty good job of serving the ball. Not too many mistakes on that. And as here's some replays. Just what we've noticed, Williams and McDonald, very, very good for the Bayhawks. McDonald was out a lot in that first set towards the end of it, and that's when I felt like the Seahawks started going on a run. So I think in order for the Bayhawks to take this next set, I think that McDonald needs to be playing
And she is
as
out
well.
there on the floor.
Yeah, as well as
Something that I noticed is that in this game, there's a lot of scrambling around. Offenses aren't able to perfectly set up what they want. Receives are hard, especially when there's a lot of tips or deep balls sent over. It seems like the first team who can get that receive under control is going to come out on top. So we'll see who can lock it in. Try and find that for this next set.
as we got about 45 more seconds to go. Yeah, Seahawks, really great job of blocking too. Reading who's gonna end up going in and blocking whoever's gonna spike it down. Also to mention, wow, really great foot save by Tatum Swap at the end of that one. You definitely do not see that very often, especially not in a gym where, unlike basketball and volleyball, you can use your foot, which is pretty interesting.
Obviously not recommended because you have less control, but sometimes it's the only option you have. Better than having the ball hit the floor on your side. Tatum does a great job there, getting it up and in a position where the Seahawks can capitalize on the point.
Number 5, Misha Riviere.
Riviere to serve again for the Bayhawks.
Riviere serving, gets it over. Ilston receives, gets it up to Flynn. Anthony with a great hit. Owens does a good job of receiving that one. Williams over. Anthony just gets it over. Double hit called on the Seahawks as Anthony kind of sets it over with their back facing the net. Coach Swap doesn't appear to be too happy about that call. Riviere now to serve again. Bayhawks lead 1-0. Received by Swap. Flynn with the set, back to Swap. Hangs up on the net there. Ilston spikes it over. Good set by Williams. Owens just attempts to get it over and does not. So, score's now 1-1.
Point to the Seahawks.
It seems as if there's a lot of play from the back row from both of these teams. Hitters will often be from behind that 10-foot line. Sometimes the best option you have, but it does make the angle harder.
Two really great rallies in those first two. So, McFadden up to serve now. Sends it over to Owens. Riviere with the set. McDonald with the hit. McFadden to Swap. Swap sends it over. Riviere with another set. McDonald. Wow, great save by McFadden. And Tori Anthony just kind of a little tap over to set it in the middle. Kind of a
volleyball, you can't hold it, but Anthony does a great job of directing her shot on every hit.
Yeah, just
finding the open
keeping,
spot.
Obviously keeping her hand open and just kind of just flicking it a little bit. So Owens receives Revere to McDonald. McDonald, really great ball there.
Great to see these girls going after it. Multiple people on the floor on almost every point. Everyone's doing their best to get everything back in play.
Knudsen up to serve, swap, McFadden. Anthony just sets it over. Owens, Revere, Williams. Ilson just couldn't get to it. Flick Williams with the kill. Really great hit from her.
Definitely the most powerful shot we've seen tonight.
Knudsen again with the serve. A little bit long, but it's in. Swap calls it out.
Seahawks called it out. They saw it came really high over the net. The serve had less speed.
A lot of arc on that ball, so definitely could have been mistaken for how fast it was going. Is really great placement by Knudsen there, as you're going to see in this replay. McFadden sets it over. Swap gets it. Revere. McDonald, free ball to get it over. McFadden to Flynn, great spike from her. She gets the kill.
Response to the shot, like Williams. Love to see a battle between those two here. Both great hitters.
Both teams really going back and forth here in this set. Swap now up to serve. Van Leeuwen to Revere to McDonald. A little bit of a miscommunication maybe from McFadden and Ilson as McDonald gets the kill.
Really hard thing because you need to respond instantly or you will not get to all those balls. So making sure you're not going to collide with a teammate sometimes a tall task.
McDonald now with the serve. Flynn does a good job of receiving it and hitting it over. Flynn gets the kill there as Revere just couldn't get under it enough to really dig that ball out of the ground.
Bayhawks were not able to set up a block there. Great receive, which allowed McFadden to choose any one of her hitters to go to. Kendall Flynn is the right choice on that ball, though.
As now Baker comes in for Anthony. Might we add, Baker, the last time she played Bellingham, went on an ace spree, and she got like 5 in a row. So she's really good at serving. Teeny bit too much power there from Flynn.
Ball was sent out. Flynn wasn't able to run in on that hit, so she couldn't get her momentum moving forward and down. Connected with the ball on the way up with her swing. Unfortunately sent long.
Now attempting to check in for the Bayhawks. Number 10, Avery Ellis, and number 4, Emily Anderson.
Down judge is making sure that the rotations are staying correct. Confusing thing.
As well as, I believe, Regan Hunt and Nia Haney just checked in for the Seahawks. So Ellis back to serve. Ellis definitely comes in just to serve. So received by Ilson. McFadden to Flynn. Owens does a good job of trying to just get that ball. Unable to, so.
Great job there from McFadden. Didn't have a great receive high enough to where she could make an overhand set. Did what she could. Was able to get the ball to Flynn, who delivered the point.
Flynn now with the serve. Gets it over. Owens gets it. Ellis, the set. Gives it to Williams. So much power, but ball deflected and hit over out of bounds. So
when you have a hitter coming in like that, sometimes the best option for the block is just to get a hand on it and hope one of your other teammates can get it up. Can't always kill it and send it back on the floor of the other team.
Williams with the set, or serve. Ellis to, that was Lockhart. Flynn. Knudsen gets it over. Flynn to Ilston to Hunt. Hunt just drops it over. Owens does a good job. Back to Ellis. Back to Knudsen. Knudsen gets it over. Sets it to Flynn to Haney. Haney. Ellis receives. Set by Williams. And the kill by Emily Anderson there. What a
great
rally.
Point. Point ended with the ball catching the hands of the block of Regan Hunt. Just rolled over, wasn't able to send the ball back over. Landed on Seahawks side.
Flynn to Hunt. Hunt. Owens, wow, great save there, great dig. Back to Hunt again. Anderson gets it. Lockhart sends it over. Kind of a trick. Kind of a quick set by Flynn. Knudsen tries to respond, but just can't. And that ball goes out of bounds. So the score is now
love that quick set
6-8.
to the middle. It's great, and often doesn't allow the other team to set up their defense. Sometimes get balls in before anyone's there to recover.
Baker's now serving. Knudsen. Ellis set to Lockhart. The ball just sort of hit the net on the top. A little bit of a let, and you know, it's hard to respond when the ball kind of just gets misdirected by the net there. So, good effort by the Seahawks, but score is now 9-6 Bellingham. Lockhart with the serve. Ilston receives to Flynn. Hunt gets up. Ellis with the set. McDonald looks to be putting in a big spike, and she does. Seahawks unable to block that one, so.
The block was a little bit off the net. They did a great job of getting high and making contact, but the only place for the ball to go was on the Seahawks court.
Lockhart again to serve here. Gets it over. Baker calls it out. Ilston elects not to try to save that ball, and it does go out of bounds. So, point for the Seahawks. And now the libero, the captain, Reese Ilston, is up to serve. Knudsen to Ellis. Ellis back to Knudsen. Good save by Swap. Back to Swap here. Over by Owens. Out of bounds, really close there to the line, but line judge calls it out. So, good rally by both teams. Lots of back and forth. Kind of seems that both these teams haven't really kind of set up and gotten a really good set and then into a spike. Anderson just gets it over, sets it to Flynn. Flynn to Carr. Carr spikes it. Ellis, McDonald with the hit. Baker, Swap gets it over. Williams sets it to Knudsen. Knudsen gets it over. Ilston saves it. Swap dumps it over, and it is out of bounds. Good call by the Bellingham bench there, and Anderson to elect to not take that ball.
It's a hard thing to leave the ball to go out. You never want to see it just fall into your court when you could have done something, but obviously we all want a free point, and especially when these teams have long rallies, everyone wants it to end.
Riviere now with the serve, kind of a floater. Good block by McDonald there as ball was hit pretty softly by Carr.
Set was pushed wide. Carr had to jump backwards to hit that one and wasn't able to use her body to get a lot of force, into the ball.
Riviere with the serve again, just can't get it over. So, score is now 9-12, or excuse me, 12-9. Bellingham leads. Pearl McFadden now checks in to serve in place of Colby Carr. She does a routine, winds up. Wow, great serve. And out of bounds. I believe that was Owens who just couldn't get to it. And that ball just kind of poked out of bounds on the far side. McFadden to serve again. Owens receives. Williams sets to Chen. Chen gets it over. Ilston gets to Flynn. Owens, great job, but into the net.
Setter for the Bayhawks had to come up from the back row. Wasn't able to quite make it in time to get that ball off the ground, especially since it wasn't a super high receive. Seahawks fortunate to take that point.
It's now McFadden serves again. Revere kind of gets off balance. Knutson hardly gets it over, but they do set up to Flynn. Flynn sets in a big spike. Revere just can't get to it.
Even though
As
that
ball was
Seahawks
deflected
point,
off of McDonald.
love to point out the set there by the Bayhawks. She was falling, slipped, and was still able to keep her composure and get the ball up so they could at least send it over.
What a change of momentum, too. Knutson.
Great job there.
there.
You can see Knutson was trying to cover the Bayhawks setter while she runs up to the front. It's a great spot to target, as there can obviously be some confusion there. Pearl does a great job of hitting that spot.
McFadden just can't get it over there. So the score is now 13-13, both teams. Really, really close game. It's really exciting to see Knutson with the serve. Ilston receives. McFadden just kind of puts it up for Flynn to get it. Great save by Williams. McDonald, free balls to McFadden, and Flynn just kind of backhands the ball to just in an attempt to get it over. She might have overplayed the ball as she was coming more towards the net, so her hand just didn't get all of the ball, which caused that kind of deflection. Ilston unable to receive that ball. Maybe a little bit of a weird spin, but the score's now 15-13, Bayhawks lead. Knutson serves. Ilston to McFadden to Anthony. Wow, that was some power as that ball gets deflected and flies off into the stands. Great kill from Anthony there.
Checking for Bellingham, number 7, Ophelia Van Leeuwen. Checking for the Seahawks, number 7, Nia Haney. Now serving, number 1,
Nia Haney checks in for Jenna Bakers, and Tatum Swap now up to serve. Swap serves, receive from Williams, sets it, or excuse me, McDonald gets it over to McFadden. Anthony just kind of droops it in there. Chen unable to receive that ball.
Seahawks love setting up the middle, gives their hitters lots of options and directions for where to go. Plus their two middles, Anthony and Hunt, are very strong players.
Great serve by Swap. Revere. Williams just in a last-ditch effort to save that ball. Is unable to. So that's another Seahawk point, as now the Seahawks kind of come back from previously, and now they're up 16-15. Swap just a little bit too much power.
Bayhawks appear to have gotten lucky on that one. Receiver
Van
tried
Leeuwen
to make contact with the ball. Missed it, but
so now McDonald is serving. Swap to McFadden to Flynn. A lot of power, and that ball is in. Flynn with the ball that was put in. So, good kill by Flynn. Tori Anthony checks out, and coming in, Sammy Baker to serve. Owens to Revere to Williams, gets up. Ball's up, kind of in the middle of the net. Really interesting when the ball gets up into the middle of the net, and both teams kind of are fighting for it. Bayhawks just get to that one first, as it's, you know, the trajectory of the ball is going over towards them, so they have a better chance of playing that ball.
not sure if this is the technical term, but I like to call it a joust. It's really difficult to be up there and applying pressure when you have nothing supporting you. You're in the air, and also you got to make sure you don't touch the net.
Ellis
Fine
serves.
margins there.
Flynn just gets it over. Owens receive. Ellis sets over to Williams. Kind of a softer one. McFadden with the set to Flynn. Owens does a great job of saving that. Ellis. Owens elects to get it over, and the ball just hardly hits the net. And
Rolls over in an unpredictable fashion. No Seahawk were there to cover the ball.
Yeah. You just got to have really fast reaction time, especially when something like that happens. And that was a hard one to respond to, as they were definitely expecting that one to be over by a lot. So McFadden to Flynn. Flynn just dumps it over, and Owens is unable to get to it. We've definitely seen that a lot this half from the Seahawks, of them just electing to dump the ball over, and it is working, as this score is now 18-18. So this is anyone's set at this point.
There's always that gap there between the block and the receive. You got to stand far enough back so if they make an aggressive hit, you can get it. But
Flynn
sometimes
serves
lead
over
to
Van Leeuwen
zing.
to Ellis to Williams. Williams gets it over, ball's up in the air. Williams elects to set back to Lockhart. Lockhart hits it over. Set. Haney. Great block by Lockhart. Wow. As Haney was coming in with a lot of speed and a lot of power there, but just
Set there was a little bit close to the net. Makes it really hard for the hitter to get around or over the block.
really great job of recognizing the fact that Haney was going to go get that ball and set it. So great block by Lockhart as Williams serves. Set. Hunt gets over. Owens hardly gets it over. Great save by the Bayhawks. And just right in as Haney redeems herself and gets one back, as now scores 19-19.
Great cross shot there by
Jenna
Haney.
Baker swap decides that to sub in Jenna Baker instead of Haney to serve here. So both the Baker sisters pretty decent at serving for the most part.
Oftentimes in the rotation, people who specialize in front row will be subbed out, replaced.
Lockhart
Seems like that's what happened there.
is now up to serve to Ilston, to Flynn, to swap. Balls, wow, great save by Williams. Knudsen gets it over, but double hit. So point to the Seahawks as the now score is tied up 20-20. And this is where everything gets really, really close, as the captain, Reese Ilston, is up to serve. Knudsen kind of just misdirects it and goes into the net. So Ilston gets an ace.
Ilston did a great job there of targeting the seam between Williams and Knudsen. A little bit of miscommunication, which led to the receive being off course.
Ilston serves it. Williams receives, and that's another ace for Reese Ilston. Wow. And timeout for the Bayhawks, as you know, those 2 points are massive when you only go to 25. So we're going to take a quick commercial break here, and we're going to be back in just a few.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop. Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No test or homework. ASC is ran by volunteers including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays. For more information and registration forms, go to seniorcollege.org.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th.
Welcome back to Williams Gymnasium. This point is just underway, and McDonald right away gets the kill. So this one just got a whole lot closer. The score is now 22-21. Now Sawyer.
Point there.
For folks unfamiliar with volleyball, scoring-wise, if both teams get to 25, what happens?
Well, in theory, if they both get to 25, then they'd have to play first to 27. In volleyball, you have to win by 2 points in each set. So, in a close game like this, we might see that the set goes past 25.
Yeah, this one might go way past 25, Sawyer, as both these teams are battling right now. The intensity in this gym is just wild.
After the timeout, it's really important for a team to make sure they keep their momentum, and it seems like the Bayhawks might have taken that over.
Revere just hardly gets over to Flynn. Carr. Williams, kind of just a jump set. Ilson sets it up, blocked by McDonald. And the Bellingham parents are electric, as great block by McDonald. Timeout Seahawks now. Wow. What a way a timeout can swing things over, you know. Bayhawks elect to take one, and, they immediately go up a point after being down 2. Seahawks call a timeout, stop the momentum possibly.
See if they can do the same thing.
Yeah, see if they can do the big thing, because it is a lot harder to win 3 sets back to back to back than it is to just tie this thing up right now and make it 1-1. So this is a really important set. I mean, they're all important. This one especially in the time is just the fact that, Bayhawks do not want to be down by 2 at this moment. That's just not what they want. So Revere, the server, is going to do everything in her power
Hopefully
to get
the
this
Seahawks
ball over the net. So
get this ball up,
they have
cut
a
her off
chance.
it.
Revere
4 serves.
Received by Swap, set by Flynn. Swap.
4 touches there by the Seahawks.
4 hits. So now the score is 24-22. The Seahawks on their last point, the Bayhawks on their last point. Baker to Flynn, to Ilston, Revere. Williams sets it up. Owens just attempts to get it over. Ilston gets it up. Flynn set to Anthony. McDonald blocks it. Knudsen, Revere, McDonald. Wow. And the Bayhawks get the point there. So final score of the second set. Wow. Whole lot of power. Ilston just unable to get to it. Final score of that set. Bayhawks 25. Seahawks 22. So we're going to go to commercial, and we'll be back with our recap on the second set. My mistake, we are not going to commercial, folks. We are staying right here in Williams Gymnasium. And honestly, that's better because, wow, I wish you guys could have seen back at home how electric the Bellingham Bayhawks parents just would have got as they won that second set. This is a loser out game. So now
see the Seahawks fans trying to rile up the gym. Keep the energy in there. John Fritz Von Hagel seem to be leading a roller coaster there.
As now we hear a Seahawk power chant from them. They are excited. We still have 2 minutes left on this break between these two.
Seahawks take the court early. Seem excited.
Seahawks.
You can see some of them shaking the nerves out there.
Yeah, just pep talking, getting it all figured out.
Most certainly not out of the game.
As we're going to go to commercials. So we'll be back for the third set. Don't go anywhere, folks.
When you buy or donate items to the Kiwanis shop, you are participating in this great local effort. But when you join or volunteer, you are doing much more. See you at the K-Shop.
And welcome back to Williams Gymnasium, folks. We have 1 minute before this third set gets off. Both teams in their huddle right now just discussing, what they need to do to take home this third set, because this is a big one. It is a big one because winner of this set only has to win 1 more, but the loser has to win 2 more. So, arguably, third set in volleyball, most important if it goes to 1-1. Both teams seem to be very hyped up and very excited.
Bayhawks are in their formation, going around, making sure everyone's ready and involved. Seahawks are talking. They're in their little huddle, making sure that everyone's on the same page and they're ready to move in this third set.
On the court for the Seahawks, we have Ilston, Baker, McFadden, Flynn, Anthony, and swap. We have for the Bayhawks, Revere, McDonald, Williams, Owens, Chen, and Knutson.
Serve from Pro McFadden, Knutson, good up there. They go to a slide to the middle. McDonald pushes it wide, but that was a good connection.
Really, really great hit from McDonald, but just a wee bit outside. So
Fadden to serve again, clips the top of the net. She really tries to go right over the net, make sure that the back row is going forward, maybe not on balance to get the ball up. Revere to serve, Steve Ilson with the receive, Fadden to scramble. Flynn does a great job of hitting that, but Williams gets it up. McDonald, 2 touches in the middle. Ball was forced down right at her. No one else was there to get it up.
Yeah, really just good block.
Flynn did a
good read
great job there, staying high, making sure that she wasn't in the net, and having her hands up as long as possible to make sure to get that block.
The set and the spike is one thing, but the block is another thing. Is you just gotta really time it perfectly, otherwise you're gonna be too early or too late.
Knutson to serve. Flynn gets it up. Seems as if Anthony wasn't quite ready for that one. Stumbled in. Tried to take a low ball and get it over. Seahawks with an early timeout here.
Yeah, Anthony just unable to get to that ball, or she misread it. So already, Seahawks, I don't want to say that they're struggling because the score is only 2-3, and there is so much time left to play in a volleyball game, but we're going to take a break, go to commercial. We'll be right back.
The Rockfish Grill promises tasty, and in their 20 years as a Northwest favorite, they've delivered. Home to their famous fish and chips, wood-fired pizza, juicy pub-style burgers, and a 7-barrel brewery that keeps the town talking. There's something for everyone at their locally owned restaurant and brewery. Outdoor seating is available, as well as many to-go options. You can even bring home cans and growlers of their select beers. For the full menu, check out their website at anacortesrockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill. It's a catch!
Welcome back to Williams Gymnasium, folks. Score is 2-3. The Bayhawks lead in the third set. Bayhawks up 2-1 in sets.
Receives a little bit long. Williams, great job there getting up, making a direct hit. Seahawks weren't expecting it, weren't there.
Flick Williams, wow, what an athlete, gosh.
Knutson to serve, great receive by Flynn. Comes up to the front row, hits, Chen gets it up. Williams, incredible hit, goes back over. McDonald tried to do a direct shot there, but it's pushed just long.
Yeah, just a little bit too much power there, as you see on the screen.
Checking for Seahawks and serving is number 14, Sammy Baker.
It's now Baker set to serve.
Baker with the serve. Great job on McDonald there. Goes blocking out. She did a great job there of directing the ball sideways, so after it reflected off the block, it would go wide. Owens there also with a great dig, able to set up the Bayhawk offense.
Yeah, McDonald had a great kill there, and now she's serving.
Ilston does a good job there of getting the ball up. Wasn't perfect, but it was high enough to give the Seahawks time. McFadden goes to Haney, gets a good hit. Bayhawks scrambling. Passes you a no-look shot. Wasn't able to line up and sends it out.
Now serving for the Seahawks, number 12, Kendall Flynn.
McDonald subs out for, I believe, Chen.
Kendall Flynn with the ace.
Flynn with the serve again. Van Leeuwen gets it up. 2 touches though. Great dive there by Williams, trying to just make sure the ball got over. Fortunately, not in the play. Flynn serving again. Deep to Owens. Ball sent a little bit long, it's in the net. Setter wasn't able to do anything with that. Couldn't get hands on the ball. Couldn't get it up off the net either. Owens gets it up. Chen hits it high. Sends it over by Revere. Quick down the middle. Flynn to Hunt. Sets middle to Lockhart. A little bit of miscommunication there. Again, middle to Hunt. Great swing there. Aggressive shot. Nothing that Bayhawks could do.
Great power. Great power from Hunt, as, you know, they're now down 8-5, and the Bayhawks elect to use another timeout. So, yeah, really, really great volleyball. We're going to go to commercial. Stay right here, folks.
Every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you, Saba, for the football team's two-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. Saba, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association.
Welcome back to Williams Gymnasium, folks. Score is 8-5 in the third set. Both teams have won one set, so this one is very important as Flynn is now up to serve.
Great serve there. Got up by Owens. Revere with the set to Chen. Gets over. Blocked by Hunt. Great job there, extending over the net, making sure that when the ball made contact with her hands, to go back in onto the Bayhawk side of the court.
Hunt just timed that perfectly, as she seemed to be getting as high as possible right when she blocked that, and the expression from the crowd really showed that.
Flynn does a great job there of aiming her serve. It seems as if most of them are going towards Owens. Wasn't able to get that one up and take enough power off so there could be a play made on the ball. This time, does a great job keeping it in. Ball goes, hits the net 2 times. Lockhart with the swing.
Yeah, the ball just kind of hit the net a couple times, kind of like it was walking a tightrope. Ball could have gone either way. It was kind of 50-50. Went to the Bellingham side, so.
Owens again with the receive. Revere goes out to Williams. Good strike there. Seahawks out of system. Haney pushes it out. Set was pretty far from the net. Haney seemed to be in front of the ball.
Checking for Bellingham is
hit
number
high.
4, Emily Anderson. Also checking in and serving is number 10, Avery Ellis.
Ellis checks in for Revere.
Serve from Ellis, dug by Swap. Flynn sets back to Haney, goes cross. Ellis with the dig. Owen sets out to Lockhart, and it's into the net.
Just couldn't get it there. As now Jenna Baker is up to serve. The score is 12-6. Seahawks taking a pretty commanding lead in this set, but it's still early.
Good serve there to Van Leeuwen. Ellis gets the ball over, does what she can, and Regan Hunt with an incredible hit. Nobody was anywhere near where that ball made contact. Found the spot, got it there, Seahawk point.
Yeah, the ball was kind of just in the middle of the court, but Hunt does a great job as everyone's kind of coming in closer towards the center of the net to just spike one.
Owens gets it up, set out to Williams. Ilston gets it. Flynn to Hunt, off the hands of the block. Little bit of miscommunication there. Setter Ellis tries to come across and get the second touch, but wasn't able. Going into timeout, Seahawks are up by 8 points. Got a lot of energy. Hopefully they can keep it through this time.
We're gonna go to commercial.
Hey, I need a hot and ready pizza. I'm racing against the clock. Thanks.
Where are you? Walk in and walk out at Little Caesars with hot and ready slices and sticks from 4 to 8 p.m. Pizza, pizza.
The Action Club is a club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, the club holds an e-recycling event at the Frontier Building Supply at 1911 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes. You can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, and televisions. The money collected from the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome back to Williams Gymnasium, folks. There's been a lot of timeouts in this set so far, so a lot of Bellingham trying to stop the momentum. It doesn't seem to be working as the score is 14-6, but.
Baker served really deep, maybe was going out. Ellis up, Williams hits it over, free ball for the Seahawks. Baker to Flynn, back to the middle, Hunt again. Owens gets it up. Ellis scrambling there, couldn't get two hands of the ball. Likely would have been a two-touch if she did. Tried to do the best she could.
Yeah, Ellis just unable to get it over the net there, so.
Owens gets it up. Good set this time to Williams. Great job there by the Bayhawks. Whenever they are able to set up their offense, they capitalize.
Williams just has so much power, So when when she spikes it over the net like that, that deflected, which kind of left Seahawks no chance in order to get that ball.
Williams with a good serve, cross to Ilston, floated around in the air, made contact with the hands of Ilston, wasn't able to direct it up where she wanted.
Williams is just so versatile, she's definitely a really great outside hitter, but her serving is also very much on point.
Also, does a great job there of playing support, setting, receiving from the back row. Definitely impactful as we see it there, doing her best to get that ball up.
With the kill.
Substitution, Hunt out, Anthony in.
Now serving for the Seahawks, number 5, Reese.
Ilston to serve for the Seahawks.
Yeah, Williams probably regretting that one now, but nothing you can do about it, really.
Ilston good spitting on that serve, dropped in. Lockhart had to get it over, free ball. Flynn goes to Anthony in the middle, powerful shot. Owens gets it up. Point Seahawks, two-touch on the Bayhawks.
It's now the Seahawks really kind of running away with this set. As the score is 17-8, so Seahawks trying to do put this one away so they can try to win that fourth set. Not if Bellingham has to say anything about it, though.
Owens tried to receive that one with the side of her hand. Sometimes it's the best you can do. It's hard to receive with your fingers off a serve because the ball's coming in fast, but you lose the ability to direct the ball. Ilson with the serve. Same spot. Ellis gets it up. Lockhart over the hands of blocker Tori Anthony. Rolls into the open spot between the front and back row. Bayhawk point.
Now serving for Bellingham, number 13, Mary Lockhart.
Set to the outside. Tatum gets it up. Ellis also goes to the outside. Knutson doesn't quite make it over the net. Hits top of the tape. Rolls back on the Bayhawk side.
Now serving for the Seahawks, number 6, Pearl McFadden.
Yeah, Knudsen just couldn't get it over. McFadden now to serve.
Williams gets the ball in the air. Ellis to McDonald, rolls it over. Seahawks able to set up, back to the opposite, and Swap does a great job there. Hitting with power.
With the kill.
Bayhawks weren't able to set up, get the ball in the air. McFadden with the serve. Knutson with the up. Ellis runs across, sets pipe. Owen sends it over. Free ball for the Seahawks. McFadden sets to the outside. Kendall Flynn. Great dig there by Ellis. Out of system. Williams sets it direct by Tatum. Ellis to the middle. McDonald. Ball sits on the middle. Anthony and Tatum do a great job of getting the ball up. Williams from the back row. Ilston gets it in the air. Set back to the outside. Flynn, strong hit. Owen gets it up. Williams from the pipe, and the ball is just long. Incredible point. I'm gonna need some water after that one.
Really great rally from both teams there. That one definitely could have gone either way. Really great hits from both teams, though.
McFadden serving again. Deep to Williams, gets it up. Ellis to the outside. Knutson gets it. Seahawk had the block, but it goes out. Bayhawk point.
Chen and Revere checking in. So we'll see how they can contribute to helping. 21-10 the score is, so.
Revere with a great serve. McFadden sets outside. The Tatum swap. Hits the block. Rolls back onto Seahawks court. Seahawks have a large lead here, but we'll see if they can hold it on. Bayhawks have strong momentum right now. Haven't lost their confidence. Kendall gets it up. Pearl to the back row. Ilston.
Wow. Great effort from Chen and Revere as they both pat each other on the back and say good effort. Both of them just checked in, but really great effort by both of them. Just couldn't get to that one.
Nia Haney subbing in for Jenna Baker there. Swap with the serve. Straight to Owens. Riviere goes to Knutson. Ilston gets it up. McFadden scrambling, but gets it in play. Riviere to the middle. McDonald. Swap gets it in the air. McFadden to Flynn. Roll shot over the block into the space. It's a great choice there by Flynn.
Really great effort there. McDonald sort of just gets her hand hardly on it, and that kind of messed up Revere a little bit, but good play by Anacortes Seahawks.
Set middle again. McDonald with the quick. McFadden sets to Flynn, and again she goes for that slow shot. Just goes right over the hands of the blockers into the open space on the court. We are at set point for the Seahawks with Tatum Swap serving.
Flynn does a good job of picking and choosing where she strikes her balls.
She has the power, but it's not always the best choice. Great block by Anthony and Flynn. scramble. Flynn gets the hit. Williams with an incredible receive. Point called to the Seahawks, though. 2-touch on the Bayhawks, and that wraps up our third set. Seahawks have great momentum here. We'll see if they can hold on to it over these 3 minutes of break. Come into the fourth set strong. Bayhawks got to reset from that. But they showed that they can come back after a lost set.
Yeah, as the third set comes to a conclusion, Seahawks end up winning that one. Really great effort by Seahawks as they definitely kind of ran away with that one. Should be interesting to see how the Bayhawks respond. We're going to go to commercials. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop. Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No test or homework. ASC is ran by volunteers including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays. For more information and registration forms, go to seniorcollege.org.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
When you buy or donate items to the Kiwanis shop, you are participating in this great local effort. But when you join or volunteer, you are doing much more. See you at the K-Shop.
The Rockfish Grill promises tasty, and in their 20 years as a Northwest favorite, they've delivered. Home to their famous fish and chips, wood-fired pizza, juicy pub-style burgers, and a 7-barrel brewery that keeps the town talking. There's something for everyone at their locally owned restaurant and brewery. Outdoor seating is available, as well as many to-go options. You can even bring home cans and growlers of their select beers. For the full menu, check out their website at anacortesrockfish.com. The Rockfish Grill. It's a catch!
And welcome back to Williams Gymnasium, folks. Really great matchup between the Bellingham Bayhawks and the the Anacortes Seahawks, the original Seahawks. But the Seahawks and the Bayhawks. Seahawks lead 2-1 in sets as they won the last one. You know, I'm sure that's a weight lifted off their shoulders because now they only have to win one more, whereas the Bayhawks have to win 2 more. On the court, Revere, Owens, Williams, Chen, Knudsen, and McDonald for the Bayhawks. On the court for the Seahawks, we have Anthony, Swap, McFadden, Baker, Flynn, and Ilston. So here we go as the fourth set is about to be underway. Revere with the serve. Baker receives, sets it to Flynn. Just kind of tapped over by Anthony. McDonald with a powerful set, but Anthony gets a block.
Anthony did a great job there controlling that. She really maximizes the time where she can contact the ball to make sure she can put as much precision on it as she has.
McFadden now with the serve. Knudsen tries to receive, and that is an ace for Pearl McFadden. So Seahawks coming out firing. Two consecutive points there to start this one. So now McFadden is to serve again. Gets it over. Owens receives to Revere to McDonald. Another block by the Seahawks. Oh my goodness. Seahawks really seeming to find their stride in this third and fourth set here.
See, that the Seahawks did a great job there of working together. Had 2 people on that block closing off as much angle as possible. Hard job to get around that, and if they would, Seahawks would have someone there to cover.
Yeah, double hit by the Seahawks. So Seahawks coming off, scoring 4 right at the start of this one, as they have all the momentum, and they are rolling right now. Knudsen gets it over. Baker to McFadden. McFadden to Flynn with the kill.
Seahawks do a great job there, maximizing that opportunity. The Bayhawks didn't send over a confident ball. They were able to get it right to where they wanted. Setter Pearl McFadden got to choose. That was the outcome.
Yeah, great placement by Flynn there. As we're going to go to commercial. Don't
Behind
go anywhere,
every
folks.
great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you, Saba, for the football team's 2-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. Saba, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association.
And welcome back to Williams Gymnasium, family and friends. We have had a very good night of volleyball. Seahawks leading 2-0 in sets, as the Seahawks are also leading 5-0 in this set. So, really great first couple of points for the Seahawks. Let's see if they can continue their momentum. Owens receives. Chen up to McDonald. McDonald gets it over. Reese Ilson gets it. McFadden set.
Great effort there by Chen, running around the Bayhawk bench trying to get it.
Ball goes up to Williams, and she just kind of gets it on a weird spin. And great effort by Chen there as she goes behind the bench to try to go get that one. Seahawks now up 6-0. Revere with the set. McDonald just can't get it over.
Ball was behind her. She had to reach back. Couldn't quite get there. Get on the Seahawks side.
So now McFadden to serve again for the 8th time. Yeah. Owens gets it over, free ball. Ilson receives, sets it to McFadden. Swap dumps it over. Owens does a great job of recovering. Williams gets it over. Knudsen gets it over. Set, spike by Swap, and she just with the kill. Tatum Swap. Wow.
Incredible angle on that shot. Nobody was there.
Wow. What a heads-up play by her, just seeing that no one was kind of over in that bottom left quadrant of the court, and just gets it. So 8-0 to start this one off.
Personal
Seahawks.
goal by McFadden was to get 100% on serves this game. She's doing a great job with that. 8 points in a row served by McFadden, soon to be 9.
That's another timeout as Seahawks go up 9-0. A lot of momentum. Bellingham Bayhawks just trying to do whatever they can to salvage their season as, you know, winner is out.
Loser is out.
Loser is out, excuse me. So, man, I'm sure the Seahawks are very hyped to be in this situation. Folks, if this is your first time watching or not your first, make sure to subscribe to Anacortes High School Live, because this is a student-run program by the students with help from some advisors. We like to thank Mr. Jim Thompson for being here and helping us out with everything. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let us know where you're watching from. We always like to hear that too. So, yeah, just be sure to like and subscribe. We do multiple broadcasts of all Seahawks sports. Not to mention Friday, Anacortes High School football against West Valley in state. So be sure to tune in then. McFadden up to serve. Owens, Revere, Knutson kind of just lobbed up. Ilston with the spike and, the hit, but McDonald does a good job of getting up and blocking that one.
Spike might have been a little low too. Seahawks streak cut off, but hopefully they can get it back after just 1 point.
Knutson, great service. That is an ace for her, so.
Swap got the ball up, but sent it kind of towards the umpire's tower. Pearl wasn't able to get there soon enough to keep it from hitting.
It's now Knutson. Serves again. McFadden sets it up. And just kind of a tap over by Flynn. McDonald to McFadden. Flynn, Revere sets it. McDonald hits it over again. Ball's blocked. They have to get it over. Or they don't.
Point Bayhawks.
I believe that was 4 hits on the Seahawks, which is why they called that play dead. Great save. Yeah. That would have been a great save if the play continued. It was stopped. Bellingham Bayhawks rewarded the point. 9-3. Flynn sets it over. McDonald gets it over. McFadden to Flynn. Really hard spike up in the air. Ilston. So Flynn again, just too much power. And the Bayhawks now charge them back a little bit as now the score is 9-4.
Yeah. Leads are obviously great, but it just goes to show if one team can do it, the other team can do it too. Set outside to Tatum, swap. Great hit, blocking out.
Checking for Bellingham, number 7, Ophelia Van Lille. Checking in for the Seahawks is number 7, Nia Haney.
Now,
number 1, Tatum swap.
Tatum swap is set to serve. 10-4 is the score. Owens to Revere, sets it up to McDonald nicely, but that is too much power, so out of bounds. Score is now 11-4.
Seahawks have the serve again, hoping to get another long streak of points like last time. Put them in great position to close out this set and the match.
Revere with the set again. Williams just kind of has to hit it over. Flynn, McFadden gets a good place to set it. And Flynn just hits it over. So Kendall Flynn with the kill.
The last few shots, Flynn chose to go cross court, but there she switched it up. Went more down the line, straight at the blockers. Reflected out to the left side of her court. Swap the serve.
Just hardly out of bounds. You can see the excitement on the Bellingham Bayhawks faces, as now they get a chance to serve and get some points back as the score is 12-5. So Flynn to McFadden to Anthony. Anthony sets it up nicely. McDonald. Williams just sets it over. Free ball. Haney. Haney hits it again. And Shen just can't get to it.
Checking in for the Seahawks and serving is number 14, Sammy Baker.
So Baker comes in to serve, as we've mentioned before. She mainly serves. That's her main purpose. Gets it over. Owens. Revere can't get to it. Shen can't get to it.
Baker has also been struggling with some injuries recently. Maybe one of the reasons why the Seahawks are limiting her play to primarily serving, but she's a great player all around. Does her job in the back row, getting balls up and in play for the Seahawks.
Van Leeuwen does a good job of getting down to dig that ball, but leaves the middle pretty much completely unexposed. And Hunt just did a good job of reacting and just getting up and just slapping it down. So great play by her. As now Baker is back to serve, scores 15-15. Van Leeuwen receives, sets it to Revere. Williams just gets it deflected, but she gets the kill. So now we have some substitutions. Ellis comes in to serve, as well as Emily Anderson.
Deflections are kind of a hit or miss thing. Obviously, it's great when the ball deflects off the block, loses some of its speed, and then the receivers can get it up. But sometimes it'll throw them off guard as the ball will go in some kind of crazy directions.
Flynn receives, sets it up to Hunt. Hunt with a lot of power. Great job by Williams. Owen and Van Leeuwen kind of not miscommunication, but both dive for it. And
Hunt again sending the ball over on the first touch. Doesn't allow the Bayhawks to set up. Often leads to big holes and free points if done properly.
So
miniature timeout here as William needs to tie their shoe.
Line judge also checking in on Owens to see if she's doing all right. She was down for a second after the play. Flynn serves, and Anderson just can't get to that ball as it kind of just slides under the net, and so Kendall Flynn gets an ace. Scores 17-16. Seahawks student section really becoming a big factor, and this is, they believe that their magic fingers are working pretty well. Owens, great kill by Regan Hunt there. Owens just kind of sticks her hand up and just hardly just.
It's a high ball, potentially going long. Hard to receive it when it's up. Your body doesn't move that way. Hard to get your platform there in time and send it in a direction towards your setter.
Received by Van Leeuwen. Ellis sets it to Anderson. Anderson gets it over. Ilston sets it up to Flynn. Lockhart does a good job of blocking up that ball. I don't believe was going over. It was kind of just straight into the net. As you see here, just, you know, it's just a split-second thing. That's all right. I'm sure she'll be looking to redeem it as Flick Williams is now serving. Received by Swap, set by Flynn. McFadden gets that ball over. Ellis sets it up to Lockhart. Lockhart hardly gets it over. Haney and Hunt kind of just get the ball deflected in a weird way, and it's just kind of like between them and the net, and both of them just unable to salvage that ball. So McFadden, what a serve, or what a set, or what a kill, excuse me.
Goes to show that you always have to be ready to play every position. McFadden is typically a setter, but there with the scramble, she was a hitter.
Baker comes in to serve, just like her sister, subs out, Nia Haney. Owens to Ellis. Ellis to Lockhart. Ilson just unable to get to that ball. Great kill by Lockhart. Scores 19-19. If the Bayhawks want to get anything going, it's going to be now rather than later, because they are only Bayhawks are only 6 points away from their season being over. Ilston to Flynn. As I speak, McDonald, great block.
Great block there. She got really high.
Excuse me. Tatum Swap actually with that kill, as that ball was directed out of bounds. So the countdown continues, 5 points. Ilston, the captain, just hardly misses the line
Trying
there.
to push the seams in between the players and out of bounds, make the hardest receives possible. It's going to lead to some errors.
Also checking in and serving is number 5, Misha Riviere.
Riviere and Chen both check in for the Bayhawks. Scores 20-10. Wow. Great power from Anthony. As you can hear Coach Swap just saying, put it away, put it away. So So just, really goes
Seems
up
as
there
if
and
it
spikes that one down hard.
Might have gone through the hands of McDonald when just being a single blocker. It's hard to cover enough space to do much, but she did her best.
Revere to McDonald. Chen gets it over. McFadden with the set. Wow, a lot of power from Flynn. Owens just having a tough time over there, responding to that ball. So, really great hit. That ball just sails right at Owens. Unfortunate, but Seahawks are back in their rotation at the start, so McFadden is serving. Revere, McDonald, Baker gets it. Reese Ilson sends it over. Revere, McDonald, up. And kind of a set over. Wow, great rally. McDonald again. Point to the Seahawks for a double hit. So the Seahawks are now 2 points away.
I want to highlight that receive by Jenna Baker. She was able to do that with only one hand. Didn't go straight to the setter, but sometimes all you need is get it up.
Bayhawks just 1 point away from being eliminated. Seahawks 1 point away from moving on to the next, as student section now getting very hyped up as we heard a high "I believe we will win" chant from there. So last point possibly. Knudsen sets it, and that ball's out. And that's it for the Seahawks. The Seahawks end up taking this one. Final score, Seahawks 25, Bellingham 10. Seahawks win 3-1. As we're going to go to replay to see that last kill.
Great game there. Really close in the first 2 sets. Seahawks seemed to take control in the end there.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna give you a recap of our final thoughts before we leave you.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
When you buy or donate items to the Kiwanis shop, you are participating in this great local effort. But when you join or volunteer, you are doing much more. See you at the K-Shop.
And welcome back to Williams Gymnasium, folks, as we just had a very great matchup between the Bellingham Bayhawks and the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks walk away with the win, winning 3-1. That last one, Seahawks won the final set 25-10. Sawyer, what did you see throughout the game that really propelled the Seahawks to this win?
In my eyes, some of the most important factors in that game were serving percentage. In general, we did pretty good, and streaks where we got a lot of serves in a row in, like McFadden early in that 4th set, really makes a difference. I also just want to highlight the hard work that everyone puts in, especially when balls may be out of reach, they're off course, they went into the net, they weren't set up right, but everyone always goes for it at least. And maybe you won't get it up, but you'll win a few points, especially in sets like those first 2. It could make the difference.
Yeah, really also like to add, really great effort and really great season by the Bayhawks, as, you know, they had a tremendous second set as they walked away with that one. Unfortunately, they just couldn't get it done, but really great season from them. The Seahawks, just a really good overall team win. I'm sure that they have a lot of confidence. As you can see, we have some replays here for you, just some of the final things that happened. Great plays. Oh, there was a Tatum swap. There was a Tatum swap foot hit. That was pretty impressive. Just some other.
Seahawks will now be moving on to the third round of districts. Don't quote me on this, but I believe they have to win 2 more games to qualify for state. It may only be 1, but there are 3 teams in our district who make it to state.
I believe it is 2,
they
Sawyer.
Are fighting for only 1 of those spots, but definitely not out of the running yet. Hope to make it.
Yeah, definitely is. Still going through some replays here. Seahawks, really great job on their kills too, on their hits. As you know, that was one of the main things that helped them get away with this. Not to take anything away from the Bayhawks, as they also.
On the flip side of that, I also want to highlight all the softballs that they hit. It's great to kill it, and it's exciting, but in the end, it's only worth 1 point no matter what you do. So if you can find an easier route, if you can take a dink to an area where no one is, might as well. Because when you hit hard, there's normally someone there. They might not be able to receive it, especially when it's difficult and coming in fast. Might have topspin. It likes to roll up the platform and into your face. But
yeah, Sawyer, you couldn't have said it any better. Just with all that, Seahawks now move on, as Sawyer already said, to the kind of the next level of districts this Saturday. They play at Squalicum, so any fans who weren't unable to make the game tonight, that is where the next match is. Both teams really good fight. So folks, please subscribe to Anacortes High School Live. Again, this is a student-run program, so for all your Seahawks sports, make sure to like and subscribe. With that being said, my name is Parker Mong.
My name is Sawyer Nichols.
Good night, folks.